I frequently have to remind my daughter that it's time to stop reading and go to sleep. And I know that she does this because she turns her light off. And that's a funny thing, isn't it? It can be too dark to read, yet still light enough to walk around your room without tripping over that pile of dirty laundry on the floor. We all do it. But what's the difference? Now, you may be aware that YouTube videos allow you to adjust the resolution of the video. You can sacrifice quality for increased performance, and our eyes can do the same thing. But instead of pixels, we have photoreceptor cells. And these cells are full of photopigment, a molecule that's physically altered by light, kicking off a reaction chain that results in an electrical signal being fed to our brain. Now, the super high definition part of our eye is called fovea, and it's full of receptor cells called cones. We have 3 types of them, all with their own photopigment, one for each of the primary colors of light. And together, they give us full technovision, great enough to appreciate the full majesty of a hen do at Mardi Gras. And they're packed in so tightly that the clarity of vision is so good that you can nearly read small print. Pretty much the only downside of cones is that they require an awful lot of energy to work. They're like a fine sieve for light. The product's great, but you've got to put a lot in to get very little out. So what does the eye do when there's not enough light for these cells to work? It has a backup plan. Something not so tight, a coarse sieve, and they're called rods. They're another type of photoreceptor cell, but there's only one kind in there, so they can't give us color vision. And because they're more spaced out, they don't give us the same clarity of picture. So forget high def, we're now talking about a 1960s black and white TV. The image is fuzzy. You can't read, but you can avoid tripping over your laundry. But what do the rods do when it's not dark? They don't just turn off. And here's a clue. Try to read something out of the corner of your eye. Not now, I'm talking. Spoiler alert, you can't do it because the rods provide us with our peripheral vision, and they're very good at it. Because they require such little energy, they're very sensitive to movement. And that's why we're very good at picking up things out of the corner of our eye, and why the eye retains so many of these cells, which on paper look a little bit naff. But they can't read the paper, so that's fine. And like many of the great double acts, Watson and Crick, Morecambe and Wise, Jedward, maybe not Jedward. The eye is so fantastic because it is an absolute master of teamwork. Thank you.